really, like, it's the greatest city on earth until you leave Manhattan and you get into that really weird part of Staten Island where just everyone talks to you like you should. Like, if you don't know them, you're fucking up somehow, you know what I mean? Like, you walk into a gas station and everyone knows each other, but you don't know them, and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm not the British kind. I just want to pack a gum, and everyone looks at you like you just interrupted like a huge meeting. If you haven't been there, it's really awkward. But in case you guys, I was normally in the other stage. I'm ridiculously tall. I'm 6'9", which means that everyone in here wants to ask me if I play basketball. Just fight it. It's okay. I get that question so many times a day. If I had $1 for every time, I wouldn't have to play basketball. I wouldn't be regretting being like, no, I want to be a hockey player. No, I should really get into acting because it's ridiculous. People will ask me at the weirdest moments. I could be in a funeral. It's happened. Just sitting there, you know, getting my morning on, a few man tears falling down my face, just real solemn. And the dude next to me will just look over at me and just be like, so, you play ball? It's just like, really? Like right now? And you think that'd be the most awkward one, but I one-upped it. On top of things you don't want to get hit on in the clinic, you also don't want to get your athletic feats questioned, you know what I mean? I'm in there, I'm just getting tested. Not that I'm a dirty person, but I work in a bar, you never know. So I'm getting tested, and the lady's sitting in front of me, my pants are around my waist, like around my ankles. I'm just trying to, you know, give some blood, piss in a cup, and leave. She walks over, and she's going over the charts, standing in front of me. She's a doctor, you know, seems like a professional enough person. All of a sudden, I guess she must have gotten to my height part. She's like, oh, wow, 6'9", do you play basketball? Like, really? I don't know, we can talk about this later on. I like iced coffee too, but I just kind of want to get this business part over with. Don't know why. But I never did. I played football and lacrosse. I think, you know, I wasn't really pushed towards it. My dad wasn't that father who was all on top of me, which is something that I'm not going to adopt because if I'm 30 years old, I'm not successful. I'm going to find an athletic black woman and make superhuman children. Because I have the genes, I just don't have that, like, oomph. But if I had it, my kid's coming out, like, he's taking the world by storm. And I want that. Because I need something, you know what I mean? Like, I love it. And honestly, nothing is more beautiful than interracial babies. I don't know what it is. I've seen some really, really ugly white children. My friend has a beautiful daughter. You know what I mean? Listen, I saw a baby with glasses. How fucked up are your parents? You're like, I'm going to put really goofy, bright blue glasses on this tiny child's head and think it's not going to look weird. But, for some reason, I work in a bar, and I'm only 20 years old, but the facial hair and the fact that my hairline is receding at a rate that I get a Twitter page for how many followers I have left, no one ever believes that, you know what I mean? They always think I'm a different age, which is cool, I can pull it off. But, you know, some shenanigans will happen to work at a bar. One of the best things, I like to call them sexcapades. You'll have random moments, you know what I mean? I used to work at a copy shop. I worked at an ice cream shop. You never get laid after an ice cream shop shift, you know? You're never like, yo, I'm gonna scoop that shit so good. Girls would be throwing their numbers at me. I'm gonna sprinkle that motherfucker. Girls are not like, can you bring the caramel sauce home? They should, but they don't. Never happens. At a bar, your standards go low or your drinks go high. Either way, you can probably pull something that night, you know what I mean? Like, you can do it for your team. So I've had some funny moments. I have this one I like to talk about. You know, Jordan pointed a very good point. It's not just black people. It's 38-year-old women and 20-year-olds in general. They just have a thing. It's because if we're not dating someone, a 38-year-old woman and a 20-year-old male only want to sleep with everyone they meet. You just can't even help it. It's just like, I'm just going to race with time. I'm going to race with all of my friends. And, you know, so this girl came up to me and she was obviously having an okay day. I'm a daytime bartender, so it's not that much fun. I like to pour heavy drinks. So we're sitting there, we're talking. My parents are away, aka my roommates weren't home for the weekend. Because, you know, flip pictures down, just take away from art pieces, and it's believable. So, you know, my parents are away and hanging out with her, and after she's like, you know, what are you doing tonight? Classic 30. She had like 3 cigarettes while I was talking. I was looking at her like, fuck it, you know what? I've been single for 2 months now. Let's go for it. I didn't ask the age. I got a first name, you know what I mean? So, whatever happens, happens. My parents are here. I'll keep it nice for you guys. And after it happened, she goes home and she adds me on Facebook. And this is when I realized the relationship wasn't going anywhere because we never got the age thing going on. when your birth date and the girl you're talking to's high school graduation date coincide, it's not gonna fly, you know what I mean? Like, you can't bring a girl home when all she has in common with your mom is menopausal, like, hot flash and a crush on Sean Connery, you know what I mean? Like, she's just like, hey mom, this is my friend who guys play Mahjong later on, you know what I mean? She has 9:30 bedtime, but she's fun, But, it's just those little moments. She didn't give me, you know, any reason to feel like I should be mad at her, but you can't really call her again, because when she realizes I'm 20, she's gonna be really pissed off that I'm not the high school or the college graduate that she thought I was, because fooled you again. But that's on the top list of my things. There's moments in life where you realize that, how to say this, you probably shouldn't have said the things you just said. I had that moment with my girlfriend today, and you know, April Fool's is a funny time, and girls for some reason think it's funny to start fights with you. So when I wake up on April Fool's Day and I completely forget that it's April 1st, and you want to come at me about how you slept with one of my friends, and I throw it back in your face that I've slept with 2 of your friends, and she says April Fool's, because text messages have delays, you feel real dumb, you know what I mean? So that's that moment. I'm Ian Wilson, thank you very much.